BV Accurate is a hip-hop artist known for his diverse range, cutting across audiences from the hood to the suburbs with a strong understanding that hip-hop is too highly personal but also belongs to all of us. BV is fiercely focused on his business with more than 8 years in the game.
How you doing?
I'm good. Nice.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Okay, I really like your perspective on hip-hop. You know, you keep saying that because you came into the scene, you found that, of course, you know, the culture is there.
Yeah.
But then you wanted to create something very specific, and you were organizing events.
Yes, I was doing
to do
events.
With, yes.
Yeah. So like, I remember I started in high school with some well-known artists right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So like. We had this group called Crew Teflon, and after high school there was the uni where guys had to now guys are going to different countries. So of course, if you're a crew at that moment, like that can't continue. So in terms of growing and growing with my style and finding myself out, like I saw there was like a void in terms of artists not having platforms to showcase their talent, and that's how I got into events. Did a lot of gigs. That's back in 2016, 2016, 2015. Did a lot of gigs. Made a lot of friends, like artists, you know, and like you had reach out, and it was just to like create this culture where artists can get a platform to perform and also get something small, you know, some.
I see.
Yeah.
So from all that, I'm sure you have a definition in your own perspective and understanding of what hip-hop in Kenya is.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to hear today, because we feel like we had a sound during the Kalamashaka era.
Yes.
And the other artists had Stone and the like.
Yes.
But I feel going forward, you know, of course people are more creative, they've come up with their own personal sounds, and then there's New Nairobi. So what exactly do you feel, you know, is your understanding on the culture, or what like hip-hop is supposed to be in Kenya right now?
In terms of what's going on right now, in terms of what's being put out right now, I feel like a lot of the stuff that's being put out is just basically off of the history of hip-hop, where, you know, dope beat, dope video, and you just put it out the way you feel like your mta yenyu venye mna feel. Like I've seen there's some kids from Buru, they're called Brooklyn boys.
Yes.
Yeah, they've come with their own drill sound, which is pretty awesome. Kenya, as in terms of the hip hop side of things, like we explore a lot. We don't limit ourselves. The guys who rap old school right now, and they have their own fans, you know.
True.
And the guys who do the drill, the UK drill, and the guys who do the new school trap. And I feel like as the hip hop community these days, there's more harmony, you know, and less beef between artists. Yeah. So we're in a good place, and in terms of having a sound, I don't feel like having a sound even like really matters. It's not that deep.
You said something, you know, in your past interviews that I found very interesting. As long as you're making a contribution to music as of now, in a very different way, you're part of New Nairobi.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So and I agree with the statement. Like, it's pretty dope. I feel like a unified industry is a powerful industry. You know what I'm saying?
So I really want to get to understand your creative process, because I feel like you're so diverse. I mean, in other parts you sound so hood, and you can sound so urban.
How you feel living life, looking left, looking right as the coast clear? How you feel living life, looking right at the first near not me?
And the way we say it here is like, we say you are, you know, ni babi, ama ni ghetto, you know, but like I can't tell why. You know, I'll just listen to you and I'm like, this guy is so dope. And then you can sound so international and far away from here. And then you sound like, hey, Nimsewe too, you know. So I want to understand your creative process and, you know, what goes through your mind when you're making music.
Okay, so I've been in the industry since 2011. That's 10 years, I think, right? So I reckon in those 10 years, you learn that there's nothing wrong about being Kenyan in your music and representing the local languages, which are English and Swahili. My creative process when I'm coming down with lyrics, if the beat is like an R&B, slow R&B, and I'm doing a collabo, of course I have to come with my R&B singing type of stuff. If the beat is like, let's say, a Chris Kaiga's in a nice instrumental, then I know this is the approach. I have to approach it like this. Because if I approach it like this with the Swahili and the local language, then guys will be like, oh yeah, this is cool. So in terms of the music, like people accept what they like.
I see.
Like Enjoyment, they loved it. Then the English stuff, there's a group of people that love it. So it's just being able to adapt to what's appealing to the masses.
I see.
And not confining yourself in one.
You've done a collaboration with, of course, Wakadinali. Right? And they do really hard hip hop, and they speak about, the society they live in, the experiences, and their hood.
Be careful who you beef with. I was only 9 when I was caught shoplifting. I had to check on my neighbors to stop snitching. Now I'm giving back.
I've been there.
Yes, and definitely not apologetic about it. So you see people like that, some of their fans, I'm just giving you an example, may say, okay, what do you understand about that kind of life? When people who have actually lived that life, you know what I mean? So how do you demarcate that? Because people are sensitive these days. The woke culture has come with a bit of sensitivity, whereby even if you have an opinion, you still have to come a bit politically correct, right? So how do you collaborate and still stand, and then they give you that respect, like, dude, collaborate with us?
I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, let's say if I'm working with them, or if I'm working with someone from Mtani, we look at the talent. Is this guy talented? Why not do a song with him? In terms of being politically correct, now the fans, the fans are so demanding. They're so demanding, and sometimes you have to just stay focused and not really, because some fans are bullies. They just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and they want to attack you. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this? Because I can. There's no law that says I can't sing gengeton, I can't sing R&B,
I hear you.
So and it goes back to just being diverse and just loving and adapting to the scene and doing it correctly. So another thing, you gotta do it correct. Like with Enjoyment, that was the first song that I sang in Swahili from start to finish.
And it crossed over.
Because I knew if I'm coming this side, I have to be careful what I'm saying. I have to do it right,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I heard you and I didn't research or know anything else about you, I'd be like, hey, dude, this hood, and then I hear listen to you, I'm like, kwani, unona. But another thing is, speaking about your confidence, has that changed? Do you feel like you are on another level, and there's someone else you feel is on that level that you could say, they can mess with me?
As hip hop being a sport, like, rule number 1, do not be scared of anyone. Do not be scared. However good they are, do not be scared. Be ready for anything. Be confident. And also, like, you need to also know yourself personally. You need to know yourself personally. If you're not confident, your curves just start going down like that. So you have to be confident, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to back it up as well.
So as you wind up your international influences, across Africa and the world, like, who do you vibe with?
Who do I look up to? So number 1 is Nas. I look up to Nas a lot. Calligraph came from Kayole. This guy right now, he's doing so well. This guy used to live in the ghetto, and he stood up and he fought for his place. Lupita, shout out to Lupita.
She gave you guys a shout out.
Yeah, she gave us a shout out this morning, so that was really epic.
I see the confidence on your page, and I see why it's important to have it. So I need you to rap your fave, lyric, song on your camera.
As for me and my house, we spit bars on a regular. The field of my art, I get talk like I'm Dracula. No wonder everybody on the streets want my cellular digits. But I be making moves, switching up, so spectacular mystery. Says wanna chill with this. Called BV, watch him rip-ish into tiny pieces, never doing features. With the weak in the streets, steady on they snitching. But I be always getting way ahead of my peers. My knowledge is bar that feeds my whole nation of fears. My subject matter changes with inspiration to snare, and I do not fear any man is aware. Peace! Jan only trauma out now remix. Go get that, man. BV accurate. I can go on and go on, but
I know.
I'll tell you sharp.
Asante.
Yeah,
thank you so
very
much.
This has been awesome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Cheers, man.
Ben Vic believes that hip-hop is all about confidence, so it doesn't matter if you think he's too hood or too local. The only thing that stands for him is that he is from the land, so he has every right to rap the way he seems fit. So there you have it.
Hanging out with the band Becca was such a treat.
Yes.
You know, it felt like opening up a present and then you find another one inside, you open that one, find another, like so many levels to these ladies.
Yes, they were so lovely, and I felt the same with Ben Vic. Now, he is so diverse and creative, and through talking to him, of course, I got to understand the different sides of him and where all that actually stems from.
Absolutely. I think this was a great exploration thing we did.
I loved it.
And I can't wait for you to check out what's coming through in the next episode.
Yes, of What's Good Africa, Kenya edition 2.
Bye for now.